Good morning, Cancer. Guys, guess what I got? Look. Holy shit, did you see the light just do that? Look what I got. I got an hourglass, a sand timer for a half hour. So we're going to try it out. So I don't have to use a timer on my watch or my laptop anymore. So we're going to time it on my laptop to make sure it's a half hour. But look at it. It's so cool. I almost broke it when I got it because I had to tighten all the bolts. But I'm so excited. You guys are the first ones to see it. So we're going to put it right there. Is it in the shot? Close enough. Okay. So, welcome to your reading. My name is Ben, and I'm very excited. A little too excited. So, we're going to be doing a different spread than we normally do. If you've been on my channel for a while, or if you've seen me before, we usually do past, present, future, but we're not doing that anymore, guys. We are over it. No, I'm kidding. But we're going to do a different, more free energy spread. So whatever comes through is what comes through. I like the way it's been going. And that means I get to use my oracle cards in these general readings. Because typically I only do that in personal readings. So I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to start using them on general readings. And yeah, this is for July 2021. But it's meant to be timeless. So whenever you're watching it is when it's meant for you. And if you want a personal reading, the links are below in the description. Okay, so let's see. 5 of Wands, the Moon, the Fool, Strength, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so we're going to pull a few more tarot cards from a different deck. I do not remember the name of this deck. It's one of my newer ones. Oh, on the bottom, though, we do have Swiftness, which is the 8 of Wands. So let's see, guys. It is 1,000 degrees down here, so I am sweating. And it's usually not this hot, so maybe there's some sort of passion coming toward you, right? Some sort of fire. And I'm also really hyper right now, which that could be part of this energy. We're going to find out, especially with the Fool. So let's see. We have the 10 of Cups. They're all called something in this deck. Perfected Success. 10 of Cups. The Empress. Awesome. And the Page of Pentacles, which is called the Princess of Pentacles, which is the original name for it. Okay. Pull our clarifiers real quick. So what I'm seeing, even without clarifiers, is there is a fresh new energy, because the Fool is the center of the reading here. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of like hyper right now, and I was like, I just had a piece of pie, okay, and I was already excited about that. But I was getting ready to do your reading, and as I was getting ready to do your reading, I got really hyper. Okay, so the Fool is like a brand new dawn energy, just full of life, full of spirit, full of hope. But as I'm saying that, the 9 of Cups comes out. So if that's not your energy, it's your person that we're talking about here, okay? So one of you feels like me right now, just ridiculous and hyper. The other one is this 9 of Cups here. So much more emotionally closed off and guarded, all right? So I'm going to read for one storyline, but if you want to switch it, you can, okay? Wow, it is really hot down here. I am sweating. I don't function without AC, and there's no AC down here and no windows, so I am like, oh my god. Okay. Look at how messed up my cards are. Look at how excited my energy is that I don't even care about that. But that's good, because I'm a Virgo, and we're usually annoying about perfection. Okay, I want to stop. So I gotta calm down my energy. But like I said, somebody's energy is like me right now, just like off the walls. Okay, so the person who has that energy, the one that's off the walls right now, like me, also has the King of Cups and the Hermit. So it's because like the reason for this energy is that you've done so much inner work on yourself in general, but especially lately. that your emotional body and your emotions in general are much more mature than they have been. So maybe lately you've been very emotional, or before, what I'm talking about, maybe before you were very emotional in the recent past, kind of just all over the place. Like one thing would happen and it would just make you spiral, like kind of just like you're just overrun by your emotions, okay? But now you're in this like really happy energy and this really like fun energy because that is past or passing, okay, depending on where you are. And now it's this like it's like relief, like you've either it could be when maybe you had an idea about something that's been bothering you and it's like you had an epiphany about something, or it's just you finally got a hold on it, or whatever it is for you, it's like a complete 180 and it's making you very excited, okay? Also, King of Cups, that is water energy, and this is Cancer's reading, okay? So your natural state of being is mature emotionally. So sometimes, because everyone goes through times where they're overrun by their emotions, okay? And for water signs, that can feel a little like contradictive because you guys are water signs, so it almost feels like you're failing, or that's how you interpret it in your head. You're like, wow, I'm a water sign, I should have my shit together. But everyone does that, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. And you actually learn and grow more when you're in a chaotic energy than when you're in a balanced energy. A balanced energy is a reward for pulling through chaotic energy, okay? So that's the central focus of this reading. So if that doesn't apply to you, it's going to apply to the other person that we're reading about here, all right? But I'm going to read in one way, which is you are the viewer and you are feeling this way, so nobody gets confused. So, with that being said, the other person, because there are two energies here in this reading, two dominant energies, okay? The other person involved in this reading is almost the complete opposite right now, okay? Now it's like they were in a very fun, off the walls energy, having a blast, maybe partying, doing their thing, right? To get their mind off of work. Because with the moon, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups here, they were working very hard at something, whether it's their job or their life or whatever, and then with the moon, they were trying to suppress their emotions by going out and partying or celebrating or just going out in general with other people, okay? That usually happens when people don't like to be alone. They'd rather be around other people to distract themselves, okay? So while you were being alone and healing yourself from how you were feeling about whatever it may be, this person was avoiding it by just going out and being around other people, okay? And because of that, they have the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and then the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Again, like I said in the beginning, a lot of fire energy, which I can feel, okay, with that passion. But fire can get out of control very quickly, okay? That's why I had to calm down my energy, because if I really let that energy, like I feel it so I can channel it, so I can figure out where you guys are at. But right now, I'm in a much more balanced energy because I have to calm that down and I'm an earth sign, so it's easy for me to come back down to earth like that and just relax. But point being, this person's having a hard time doing that, okay? It started as that fun, fun chaotic energy where it's kind of like you're bouncing off the walls, you're having a blast, like me excited about the sand timer and the piece of pie that I had, stuff like that. But when someone doesn't know how to control that, that can snowball very quickly and get out of control, where then it becomes destructive, okay? Where it's like, because it may start fun, like it's a lot of passion, but if you lose control of that, you'll burn down the whole forest, you know what I mean? So that's what this person's going through, or they did in the recent past, where it kind of just consumed everything around them, and on top of that, all the emotional issues that they were trying to suppress came up with that. So it's like this whole person's world just like turned like straight upside down. Strength with a Fortune, Page of Wands. They are really trying to have the strength to start over with this Page of Wands energy. That's the page is of the hierarchy of the tarot, is the lowest in the hierarchy, okay? Because 1 through 10 is its own thing, and then you have Page through King, which is another thing. So the page is the lowest in the hierarchy, and they're trying to get back to, like, they're like, I just need to start over with this. Because when you burn down a forest, right, it's destructive, and there goes the whole forest, but it also makes way for new life in the forest, okay? I'm not sure if you've ever seen pictures, but if you look up a forest that had burned down, or sections of the rainforest, or really anything, what happens is all that ash from what burned down actually fertilizes the ground so much that it can grow an even better forest. It'll take time, but it will grow an even better forest than it was before. Okay, it's the phoenix. It's literally the rising out of the ashes, where the more destruction you go through, the more potential you have. Okay, so this person is realizing that, but they're still dealing with the pain and the self-sabotage and the clouded toxic mental space in their own head of what happened. Okay, they're still trying to, it's like they burnt down their whole life and they're trying to just start over and figure it out. All right, whereas for you, it's like you're the central focus and then there's just chaos going on around you, but you're in the full energy, so you're not, it's not even affecting you, or it may be affecting you for a moment, but then you don't let it affect you for long term, which is healthy. Okay, so it's like you are just doing your own thing, you are living your life, you're happy, you're having fun, which is great. And the reason you're able to do that without being destructive like this other person was, is because you were not avoiding your emotions. You were going within to figure out why that's happening. Why am I feeling so emotional? What is going on? Like, what is triggering me? So you went in with the hermit to deal with that. So you're rewarded with a positive, healthy energy because of that, okay? Whereas the other person with the moon, they were trying to avoid their emotions, okay? They were doing the opposite. So because of that, their karma comes around instead of a reward, and now they're having to deal with it tenfold, okay? So that's why if you ignore your problems, you may have fun in the moment, but it's going to catch up to you way harder than it originally would have been if you dealt with it in the beginning. Okay? So those are the two main energies here. Now, moving down, we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and again with the Five of Wands that we have up there. So it's possible that this other person was in a relationship or was in some sort of romantic connection with somebody else, okay? Even if it didn't get to the point where they were legitimately in a relationship, maybe they were just seeing each other, whatever it was some sort of emotional connection, okay, that this person was involved in, and it had a very, very painful ending, okay, because there was so much destruction they brought onto their own life, it affected every area of their life, okay? It's possible that relationship wasn't the healthiest anyway, and Spirit was just wanting it to end for this person's personal development. But also, because of the destruction they brought onto their life, it was a very, very painful ending, okay? Part of the reason with the Five of Wands up there and the Five of Wands here, why they're so internally conflicted and trying to figure everything out. It's kind of like they feel like they just messed up their entire life and they have no idea what to do now, like what direction to go in. And they're just like, it's kind of like, if you accidentally burnt down a forest, you'd probably be in shock for a minute, right? And be like, I can't believe that just happened. You know what I mean? You gotta like absorb it for a minute. That's kind of what this person is, where they're taking a step back and kind of just like shock of like, what the fuck just happened? I went from having fun with people to now my life is like completely upside down. And then if they do watch you on social media, or if you guys do have some sort of contact, seeing you in a very good, healthy, happy energy is actually making them angry, because their life is the opposite. But it's their own fault that their life is like that, okay? So just pay them no mind. If people are trying to send hate your way, completely ignore it, okay? Because when people send you hate, or when people project pain onto you or anger, it's just from their own problems that they don't want to deal with, okay? So just don't even let that bother you, which I see that you're not, which is great, because you're literally just living your own life while all this shit's going on around you, which is the best thing to do, okay? So also, you are the Empress here, okay? This doesn't even, and this comes right out underneath your energy as the Empress, okay? So you're just doing your thing, like, you are not letting this negativity, this toxicity, this, these angry, hateful people anywhere near your energy. Which is awesome, because with the Four of Pentacles here, you're like, nope, I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, you're either going to treat me how I deserve, or you're out. That's it. So if people are trying to come at you with that type of energy, you're the Four of Pentacles, you're not having it. But there are people who are coming to you with the Ace of Pentacles. So people that see the work and the growth that you've done and the hard work, and they're coming towards you trying to, could be a couple things. Maybe they're trying to offer you recognition, respect, they're paying their respects, they're saying, wow, that's awesome, I'm proud of you. Or they just want to be in your energy. Like, they're trying to befriend you because they're so impressed by you. Okay, so there's two different types of people that are going to be approaching you if you haven't seen any yet. Okay, it's coming very soon. And we have the Page of Pentacles again, which we also have right here. Okay, so with the Lovers and the Two of Swords. Like I said, this person, not in the best of spaces, right? But also, if you guys, this person in this reading, the other person, does not have to be romantic because it's a general reading. But if it is romantic, especially with the Lovers here, okay, this person, even if you guys never dated or anything like that, this person had feelings for you and still does. So they're trying to decide with this Two of Swords what to do about that situation. Like, they know there's no way that they can come towards you right now when they're in such a bad energy and you're in such a good energy. Okay, that does not match up. That is not a vibrational match. Okay, so this person's trying to figure out, like, what can I do to come back toward this person, meaning you. Okay, so if you guys have dated in the past and it didn't, or it ended, they're wishing it did not end and they're trying to figure out how to get it back. And if you guys have never dated or never had a relationship, they're trying to figure out how to have that happen. And if this is not romantic, for those of you where it's not romantic, they're just trying to figure out how to have a relationship with you. Not necessarily romantic, but same thing. Maybe you guys were close and now you're not, or you never really were, but they want to be. Okay, so apply it how it fits for you guys. All right, we're going to move into Oracle. What do I want to use? We're going to use this. All right, this is an Animal Spirits deck. We're going to use this. And we're going to use the two that it's paired with. So this is the same person made these three decks. I don't remember the name of the person, but this is the Animal Spirit Guides deck. This is an archetype. Oh wait, I have the box right here. So this one is Archetypes Guidebook. Kim Kranz, that's who it is. The Wild Unknown is these three decks. That's her, like, brand, I think. I don't know if it's a brand, but they're all part of the Wild Unknown. So, we're going to use these three decks. Okay, so we're going to start with the Animal Spirits. That's the third time I've seen Dragon on the bottom here while shuffling. So Dragon is the overall energy of this deck. That is like the overall cosmic source energy of this deck. That's representing what you are tapping into with the Fool. Like how I was just very playful and energetic in the beginning because I was tapping into your energy. And that's the best energy to be in. Okay, it's that playful, childlike, just having fun energy. That innocent, just happy energy. That's really the best way I can describe it. That's the best energy to be in. So let's see. That's good. All right. So we got a couple here. Hummingbird. Put this down. Hyena. And fox. Yeah. So this is... You guys are the hummingbird here. Okay, if you notice... The hummingbird is surrounded by a rainbow here, okay? These are all your chakras in balance, all right? And this hummingbird is creating so much light with its balanced energy and its balanced chakras that it's repelling the darkness, okay? So that is literally you guys with this card, okay? And a hummingbird is the fastest bird in existence, I'm pretty sure. And that explains how fast, how fun, how, like, energetic your energy is, okay? And I was going to put this away. Buffalo's on the bottom. So buffalo is also very spiritual. I mean, they're all spiritual creatures, but especially a buffalo is very sacred in Native American culture. Buffaloes represent life, okay? The certain tribes followed the migration of the buffalo because the buffalo was their life, okay? It fed them, it clothed them. That's what they built their houses of, was the fur and the pelt of buffalo. The fat is what they used from the buffalo. They used the horns. They used everything. Okay, so buffalo was life. So you are giving life to everyone around you. That's why you have two different types of people approaching you. The people that are loving that and appreciate that, and the people that are hating on it. Okay? That would be the hyena here. So the people that are around you... Okay, I'm seeing three types of people around you. One of them is the good people, like I said here, that have good intentions. They're just genuinely impressed and want to learn from you and be around your energy. Now, the people that are like not so good around you split into two types. You have the hyena and the fox, okay? Hyena is a straight up not good to be around you type of energy. I personally love hyenas, but in this deck, it's representing people that are just trying to scavenge, they're trying to get what they can, and they're trying to just take what they can and leave, okay? Or they come in and just to harass you and try to cause chaos, okay? Whereas the fox, this is going to be somebody you may not be sure if they're in this energy or this energy. This is a much more sneaky energy. So people that are still not good for you may seem like these type of people at first, okay? So really pay attention. You're going to know the genuine people that are in this energy. You're going to feel that. But there's going to be certain people where you're not sure if they're supporting you or if they're just trying to come in and benefit off of you while, giving you sugar. You know what I mean? Like, they may taste sweet, but underneath it's poison. You know what I mean? So just be aware. There are three types of people. Ones that you can definitely tell are toxic. Ones you can definitely tell have good intentions. And ones in the middle where you're going to have to discern for yourself which one they are. Okay, so just keep that in mind. On the bottom, before I even shuffled, we have the Father of Wands, which this is the King of Wands in this deck. Again, same artist, but this is the tarot version of these animals. So with the King of Wands coming out, that's that person trying to regain control of the fire energy in their life. Okay, but they're only starting here at the Page of Wands instead of the King. So let's see what we get. That was me. That was me. She thought somebody was here because I hit the table. Hey, Delilah. Okay. I'm shuffling. Delilah to me. Okay. So we have the Son of Swords. So we have the... oh, that's cool. It's an owl. I was just talking about owls yesterday. The Five of Wands. And, ooh, look at that. And the Three of Wands. Okay. So... put this down. Okay, so. This is, I forgot to mention, that's a Page of Swords, by the way. So. Yeah, that's the third time, right? Yeah, the third time this Five of Wands has come out. We have it here, here, and up there. It's me. I know. Sorry for her barking. She's very vocal. She's a Capricorn, so she likes to, boom, she announces when someone's here. She likes to be in control. But, Delilah, come here. She doesn't like coming down here. So, like I was saying, that's the third time that card has come out. Okay, so that's very significant. This person is so back and forth, and you see it here on the moon, just back and forth, the two different energies, polar opposites. They're trying to balance themselves out, right? Because when you try to come back into balance, you're going to do this. Two completely different extremes until you slowly come back to your middle in balance here, right? So right now, this person is still going to two different extremes. So if they were to try to approach you right now, it would be like they're amazing 1 second and just like horrible the next, okay? Because this person they're not balanced, okay? They're not you right now. So just, this is not the time to be trying to reconcile with this person, okay? Also here with the Three of Wands, the way it's represented in this deck is you need to protect, see again with the rainbow energy here, that's your chakras that are in balance, okay? So you need to protect yourself here from the people who do not have your best interest, which includes this person, at least for the time being. But don't let that affect you on the inside. You're still balanced here on the inside, even while you're protecting your energy. Okay, don't let protecting your energy ruin your internal balance. Okay. So this deck is interesting because it's a circle, so it's a little weird to shuffle. Okay. So this says the prayer, but what I've read right away was the player. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna put that down. The medallion. Do one more. And the nectar. Oh, look at that. Hummingbird and nectar. And And again, with the two extremes, right? Black and white. Put this down. Okay, so. Yeah, like I said, I saw this as the player initially. So part of this person going to two different extremes, they're switching between player energy and prayer energy. Very two different things, right? One's a player and one is praying and trying to be a better person, right? So this person, like I said, if you were to try and reconcile with this person right now, you would get those two different extremes, and it's literally like night and day. Like, you're like, how can you be so devoted one second and then a fuck boy the next, or a fuck girl the next? You know what I mean? Because gender's not important here. This can be male or female or anything in between, right? Because I know a lot of readers, I'm not hating on them, but a lot of readers target their readings for feminine energy or women, and as a masculine myself, that always bothered me, because there are masculines that enjoy readings like this, you know what I mean? And if it's always tailored toward feminine energies or women, it can be a little like, I don't know, it just feels like you're not included, right? So I make sure my readings are for everybody. Okay, that's why I'm always like, gender doesn't matter, which is true, because these cards are not gender, they are energy. Okay, so you're gonna get those two different extremes where, I don't know why I just had to go off on that little, why I digressed a little bit there. I guess that might have been important. Maybe there's a few masculine energies watching this reading right now, and welcome, because I know there's not many that do watch these readings, and the ones that do usually don't talk about it. But we love you, and you're here, and I'm here too. So, yeah, that little side note, it must be a message for some of you out there. But yeah, like I said, those two different extremes, and also with the medallion, a medallion, if you hold it by a chain, it swings like this if you let it, right? There's a hand reaching up, trying to grab this medallion, and if you were to grab it, it would stop going left to right or side to side, right? So this person is trying so hard to reach balance, but it's like it's just out of their reach, and they're trying to reach it because it's generating light, just like you are. When you're in balance, you generate light. So this person is still in the darkness, and they're trying to reach balance. Okay, with nectar here, there's also a hand on this darker side here with the black and white. There's a hand right here trying to reach the middle flower. Same thing. Okay, trying to reach the balance in the middle from the darkness. All right. That's what this person is really trying to do. Let me make sure there's no other messages that I'm seeing. I think, okay, all right, so part of the reason I went off on that whole masculines watch these things too, I feel like, especially with the owl here, your person, it may come as a surprise to you, and paired with prayer here, this person, if they are typically in masculine energy, or they're male, or, you know, really just associated with masculine energy, regardless of gender, they probably in the past, if you did know them before, were not very interested in this type of thing, because masculine energies are very logical, they're very 3D based. So it may come as a surprise to you that this person is watching readings. They are praying about this situation, which is very out of the norm for them, but that's good, because they do need to get in touch with their spiritual self to become balanced. Okay, but they're switching between the 3D and the 5D versions of themselves until they balance out, and they realize that they're both. And neither one is good or bad. You need both of them to be balanced. So that could be also a message here. Your person could also be watching readings about this situation, and they're learning a lot. Not only about readings in general, but also about themselves, right? Because when you watch a reading, you learn a lot about yourselves. That's the whole point of tarot, is introspection and learning about yourself. So that's what I have for you guys, okay? And yeah. Yeah, alright, I was making sure there's nothing else I wanted to say, but I covered everything. So, thank you very much, guys, and have a great day.